Yo, comedy games are rare, good comedy games even rarer. Today's matchup isn't about combat depth, skill ceiling, or mechanical mastery. This is a head-to-head between two games that live or die by their writing, timing, and tone. On one side, we have Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Dry Twice, a traditional point-and-click adventure packed with puzzles, innuendo, and old-school adventure game logic. On the other side, it's Thank Goodness You're Here, a tightly controlled absurdist experience built almost entirely around gag delivery and comedic escalation. Two comedy adventures, two completely different philosophies. Let's dive into it and break it down round by round.
Round one. Fight!
My bun is olive oil. That was cool.
This round is all around presentation. When it comes to Leisure Suit Larry, Larry sticks to a familiar cartoon adventure game look. Bright colors, exaggerated character designs, and environments packed with visual innuendo. It's expressive, readable, and very much in line with modern point-and-click sensibilities. The presentation does its job very well, but rarely surprises you.
Trigger warning for my followers from the Plants Are Living Beings community. They always get so cutely indignant when I take a picture of myself in a meadow. Okay, that's one more point on gold.
What have we got here?
When it comes to presentation, this is where Thank Goodness You're Here immediately flexes. Its grimy, hyper-animated British cartoon aesthetics is overflowing with motion, background gags, and visual punchlines. Almost every screen is alive with observed detail, and animation is used as part of the joke, not just the decoration.
Final verdict.
When it comes to presentation, who takes the crown in this round? Well, what we were looking for is visual style, animation, audio, and how well the presentation supports the comedy. And I will have to say the winner has to be Thank Goodness You're Here. Its presentation isn't just stylish, it actively enhances the comedy at every moment. The scores are now 1-0 in favor of Thank Goodness You're Here.
Round two. Fight!
You up the villain?
All right. I'll never push a big red button again. Where's the...
This round, the focus is writing and humor, and when it comes to Leisure Suit Larry, Larry's humor is rooted in wordplay, innuendo, satire, and fourth wall breaks. When it hits, it really hits, especially if you enjoy classic adventure game humor. But I'm gonna be honest, sometimes it is a little bit uneven. Some jokes do land flat, and puzzle frustration can occasionally kill comedic momentum. But overall, I do really enjoy the writing style in this game.
Everything I need should be here in this room.
When it comes to writing and humor, Thank Goodness You're Here is a masterclass in gag timing. Jokes stack, escalate, and frequently subvert expectations. It understands restraint just as much as excess, often letting jokes breathe before landing the punchline. The hit-to-miss ratio here is incredibly high and definitely something that should be applauded.
Rightio, chaps. Ready for one last tuggaroo? Grab a hold of my forum. On my mark. 3, 2, 1. Go! Ooh. What's this?
Final verdict.
In terms of writing and humor, who wins this round? I will say what we were judging here is consistency, originality, and how often the jokes actually land. I will have to say the winner of this round has to go to Thank Goodness You're Here. It's relentless, confident, and far more consistent in its comedic delivery, meaning that the scores is now 2-0 in favor of Thank Goodness You're Here.
Round three. Fight!
Okay, time to get going.
This round is all around player interaction and gameplay. When it comes to Leisure Suit Larry, this is basically a traditional point-and-click adventure through and through. Inventory puzzles, environmental interactions, and logical leaps are central to the experience. While some puzzles can be obtuse, solving them delivers genuine satisfaction, and the player has real agency.
How many genders are there?
Enough for everyone.
I've almost had enough myself.
So how many are there?
In terms of player interaction and gameplay, when it comes to Thank Goodness You're Here, gameplay here is intentionally minimal. You walk, jump, and slap things. Interaction exists primarily to trigger the next joke or set piece. It works for the comedy, but it offers very little problem solving or decision making.
Final verdict.
In the round of player interaction and gameplay, who comes out on top? What we were looking for is how engaging the act of playing actually is. In my opinion, this round has to go to Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice, simply because it gives the player more to do, more to solve, and more control over progression. That now takes the scores to 2-1 in favor of Thank Goodness You're Here.
We will deliver. We thank you.
This round is all about pacing and variety, and when it comes to Leisure Suit Larry, I will say that Larry definitely offers a longer experience with more locations and mechanics, but pacing can sometimes stumble. Getting stuck on a puzzle can bring momentum to a halt, and some sections definitely do feel a little bit on the stretch side of the fence.
But fast.
In terms of pacing environment, when it comes to Thank Goodness You're Here, I will say that this game is immaculately paced. It knows exactly when to move on, when to escalate, and when to pull back. Repetition is used deliberately to build comedy and not pad runtime.
Thank goodness you're here. Nice fun.
Final verdict.
In this round, who came out on top with its pacing and variety? What we were looking for is how well the experience flows and whether it stays engaging throughout. And I will have to say the person who took the crown is definitely Thank Goodness You're Here. Its pacing is definitely surgical, it's tight, intentional, and never overstays its welcome. The score at the end of round 4 is 3-1 in favor of Thank Goodness You're Here.
Round 5. Fight!
This round is all about longevity and value, and in terms of Leisure Suit Larry, I will say Larry definitely offers a significantly longer runtime, with replay value tied to revisiting puzzles, jokes, and optional interactions. It feels like a complete traditional adventure package.
How are you? Are you still yourself?
I love you.
I love you.
When it comes to longevity and value, in terms of Thank Goodness You're Here, this is definitely a short experience, only a few hours long, and replayability, in my humble opinion, is kind of on the limited side of the fence. However, with that being said, its density of ideas and polish makes it more memorable long after it ends.
I love you.
I love you.
Final verdict.
When it comes to longevity and value, who comes out on top in this specific round? What we were looking at is not just the length, but replay value, satisfaction, and overall worth. I will say the winner of this round had to go to Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice, simply because it simply offers more game for your time, especially for adventure fans. That now concludes our battle and takes the scores to 3-2 in favor of Thank Goodness You're Here. This matchup ultimately comes down to what you value more in a comedy game. If you want deep puzzle solving, traditional adventure structure, more time spent playing, I will say that Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice is definitely the better fit. But if you want constant laughter, perfect comedic pacing, a tightly authored experience, Thank Goodness You're Here is genuinely a special game. So there you have it, peeps. The overall winner in this matchup is Thank Goodness You're Here. It may be shorter and more restrictive, but it executes its vision with near flawless precision. That said, both games absolutely deserve attention, and depending on your taste, either could be the right choice. And honestly, comedy games this confident don't come around too often. So peeps, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below as to which out of these two games do you prefer. I do know that Thank Goodness You're Here is more of a recent title. I know that the fact that Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Dry Twice has been around for a while, but I just thought this might be a fun matchup, just to kind of see which out of the two games could potentially score the winner. As always, if you did enjoy this very quick urban gameplay video, be sure to hit the like button, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so before, and until next video, we definitely say peace out, peeps.
This thing's worked in quite a while. How have you been cooking fish and chips all this time?
Oh, I just do a cold fry usually. Whoa!
Hang on a wee minute. Where's my blinking spanner?